Imagine this, all hell has broken loose. Chaos has erupted, and all of those items that you've prepared and saved to help you survive are about to be taken from you. Sometimes it's quick. Someone sees an opportunity and they go ahead and take it. Other times it's going to be much slower. People start to talk. They start whispering in each other's ears. And before long, somebody's knocking on your door asking you questions that you do not want to answer. It could be your neighbor, it could be a complete and total stranger, or it could be somebody in some type of a uniform telling you that they're taking your supplies to redistribute them for the greater good. Once those supplies are gone, they are gone for good. And with every item taken, your chances of survival greatly diminish. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 things that most likely will get taken from you and some of the steps that you can take to keep those items in your hands. Now, I know a lot of you, and I know that you've spent years and tons of money stockpiling items that you need to make it through any type of a disaster. And I need you all to know that this is not just a random list that I came up with in my head. I searched historical disaster and blackout reports. I used FEMA after-action reports, DHS critical supply distribution studies. I also looked into looting and theft pattern analysis. I used the FBI uniform crime reports, some police department incident logs, after events like Hurricane Katrina, Sandy, and a bunch of major blackouts. I looked at some DOJ disaster crime summaries. As you all know, I don't mess around. I do a ton of research before I make every single video. Make sure you subscribe, and let's get into the video. Number 5, communications equipment. I thought this item was going to be a little higher on this list, but the heck do I know. Radios, satellite phones, the ready radios, ham radios, CB radios, all of these things to me and most likely you are a pretty crucial component of communicating with our groups. They're incredibly useful, but they're not essentially, I guess, life-saving. So to the average looter or possibly, the wacko government official, these are going to be a low priority for them to confiscate or steal from us. A really good way to keep your communications gear safe is to keep it on your person. Put it in your backpack, put it in a pocket or a dump pouch. If it's on your person, well, they actually have to physically eliminate you to take your equipment. I would not recommend putting your radios in like a Pelican case and locking that with other crucial items, a lot of other things that are on this list, because if they take that entire case, well, now you've just lost all of the things on this list, not just your radio. Communications are definitely essential in any type of SHTF event, but if somebody has a gun to your head because they want your radio, just give it to them. Number 4, firearms. Are you as shocked as I am that firearms came in at number 4? I figured this would be number 2 or possibly even number 1, but lo and behold, that doesn't seem to be the case. It's always been my personal opinion that firearms would be literally the first thing to be taken by any type of looters or scavengers. And it is a 100% fact that these would, in fact, be the number 1 thing taken by our government, because that's what they're doing right now, especially here in Massachusetts. I'm surprised we have any gun rights here in this state at all. Throughout our history, we have countless examples of governments coming in and removing firearms from citizens so that we can't attempt to either overthrow that government or slow or stop that government from doing terrible things to us. So here's some things that you can do to keep your firearms safe and out of the hands of a tyrannical government, local law enforcement, or that looter. For looters, it's pretty simple. You take this here device. For state and federal government, it's a lot easier for them. Even the lowest of low police officer can look up your personal information and see how many firearms you own. So the very best way to keep them safe, keep a low profile. Don't do stupid things with your guns. Don't film YouTube videos while holding your firearms. Don't be putting Sig Sauer stickers all over your vehicle. I am not a lawyer, but make sure all of your firearms are in your home, locked in secure cases that you cannot see when you simply walk through the door. There's most likely a bunch of you watching this video who don't know a lot about these tools, but let me be very clear. There are some states out there that do not want you to own any of these devices whatsoever. So make sure if you own these, own them right, own them legal, don't advertise, don't leave them laying around, and don't give anybody any excuses to come to your home to take these. Number 3, power supplies. Do I think these are more important than number 4? Absolutely not. But the reality is that we're going to need power to charge things like radio batteries, optic batteries. We might even need to continue using a device, a life-saving device for a family member or friend. I understand that most people watching this video are going to just want to keep running their freezer or have the television on. I personally do not think that that is a good use for these things, but we're going to need them nonetheless in any type of situation. These things are going to be really hard for a looter to steal, and I honestly believe that the government has no interest in taking these from us whatsoever. This AFRI generator weighs in at about 43 pounds. It's a big, heavy beast to walk away with, and your average generator full of fuel probably weighs, what, between 100 and 155 pounds? So the question is, how do we keep people from stealing our power supplies? The answer is pretty simple. The answer is number 4. Number 2, food. This is a big one. I think that food is appropriately placed here at number 2. And just for number 2s and giggles, I think I'll throw water into this category as well. This is a thing that has a very high demand because, well, we all need it to survive. It's easy to identify, and it's going to be found in almost every single household. The stores and food pantries are going to be cleaned out pretty quick in a situation, so what we have in our homes is what we're going to have to survive whatever event is taking place. And I think you all will agree with me that people are going to want your food. We're all animals, and if you've ever been out in the woods, a hungry animal is a very dangerous animal. And this is a thing that the government could come and take from you and, like I said in the intro, redistribute it to other people. Because we don't have any examples of that here in the United States, right? Our money, our food, our housing going to other people. Yeah, no examples of that at all. So how do we protect our precious cans of beans, peas, and MREs? Well, I'm always going to go back to number 4 as the perfect way to protect the things that you have. But something else would be survival caches, you know, those drums that you bury down into the ground and put food into supplies in. I don't personally own any. If you have a recommendation for a good survival cache, let me know in the comments. I will buy it, I will test it, and I will do a video on it. All of the items that we're talking about, including number 1, don't advertise. Don't let your friends know that you have massive stores of food in your basement. Don't let them know that you have a lot of ammunition and a lot of firearms, which is weird because there's over 3 million people watching me right now who know exactly what I have. It's a pretty big risk for me personally to be sharing all of my stuff with all of you. So make sure before we get to number 1 that you hit the subscribe button, like, please comment, and don't forget, check out our Patreon. You have no idea what we have coming for the next few months over there. And we're back at the trunk for number 1. How are you guys feeling about this being at number 1? Medical gear, medications, first aid supplies. This little thing that I'm holding right here, this is the only thing that I take, and it's just a high potency multivitamin. I'm incredibly fortunate to not have to take any type of prescription medication. And since this channel has really exploded over the past year, a lot of you have been very gracious to me down in the comments and giving me great information on how to ask my doctor for a supply of amoxicillin or how to order medications online 60, 90 days in advance. So I've stocked up a pretty good supply of amoxicillin, so thank you all for guiding me along that process. So I had a pretty good conversation with a local veterinarian about carprofen, which is what they give dogs to help with inflammation and pain. And it's pretty much the same thing as like gabapentin. I don't know. Am I wrong? Let me know. I'm aware that I keep referencing a lot of you watching these videos, and I know that a lot of you are on some pretty hardcore medications that you absolutely need to survive. And I think we can all accept the grim reality that eventually those medications will run out. So how do we keep all these medications safe? Well, I think, yes, keeping them near us in a bag close by that we can grab, head out the door. If somebody's coming to take them, we already have like a hiding place known in our homes that we can stuff that stuff into. You are correct, survival caches, but I don't know enough about those to really give you advice on what to put inside them. I don't know if medications will expire quicker being in those things. I just don't know, but I've read that they are a good thing to put your meds in. The brutal and honest truth is that if somebody wants what we have bad enough, they're going to find a way to take it. New viewers, you need to know in every single one of my videos, I nonstop preach about having the proper tools and the right skills to be able to defend ourselves from would-be attackers or government officials. We all have an expiration date, but the end goal is always to survive as long as we can, as comfortable as we can. There are people out there with far more lethal skills than you or I, and if they're coming for our stuff, they're going to get it. We must remain vigilant. We have to be going and training as much as we possibly can. Take your guns out, dust them off, go to the range. Don't just plink at a target. Be dynamic. Move, get to cover, shoot around barricades. Practice drills. Practice getting out of your house as fast as you possibly can with as much gear as you can. I hope you got something out of this video, and I really hope to hear your thoughts in the comments. Where did I go wrong? What did I leave off this list? And do you even think that my list was in proper order? Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the Patreon. New videos come out every single week. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Will. I'm the Prepared Citizen, and we'll see you next time.